So why is it not broadcasting? Oh, it is broadcasting. Okay. All right. Okay, so why can it not be bigger? Let me go to source. Screen capture. And what's the ISO? Okay. I don't know if you guys can still hear me or not, but the lag is kind of frustrating here. Seeing's not very good either. But what I did is try to put Jupiter up with the Takahashi, and I'm getting a Jupiter, the Takahashi, and the digital zoom. So to put that in perspective, I'll put it back to full scale, and it'll catch up with you guys, and you'll see. Just a second, and it should drop to the. There you go. That's what it looks like unzoomed. That's the unzoomed view. So again, the TOC has actually got a focal reducer on it. So it's only f5.6. And, it doesn't do all that well at f.56. Normally I would be doing a 4x power mate on Jupiter with a Takahashi. But the seeing's not good enough tonight, and a lot of this is about just trying things out. Okay, yeah, it's very tiny, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go up to 200% digital zoom. And so I just went up. So that's 200% digital zoom by Nikon's reckoning. Right. Right. So this proves to me again that my limitation, I don't try to do things typically with full moons, and I don't try to do planetary with bad seeing. But I thought I'd give it a try for us tonight, just because I need, I was really itching to do something. So I did it. And there it is. Now if we change exposure, we'll see the moons. And with this, you guys should be able to clearly see how crappy the seeing is. Well, that was something. Something went through there. Well, there's quite a bit more detail now on Jupiter. Just a minute, you'll see it. I was out of focus and I didn't know it. Yeah, I'd like to be able to make it bigger for you. Let me try to make it bigger, okay? This is ridiculous, guys. This is nothing but digital zoom. I mean, it boggles the mind what's going to be possible. You don't have to change things to go from uh, wide field to planetary. Hey, George. That's a pretty decent looking Jupiter after all. Thank God for electronic focusing, huh? And the old Mark I eyeball. Yeah, I mean, what the hell? So I doubled it. Suck. No, don't blame Curtis. It's me, George. Because I kept changing cameras and farting around, and Every time I did it, I had to start a new broadcast to get anything going. But we're settled pretty good now. We're going to watch this for a while. I'm not anxious to mess with it. I just want to watch it. It's actually a decent Jupiter. It's not bad at all for live. So if I thought I could find it again, I'd go ahead and put the the power mate in, but I think I'll not do that tonight. Besides that, this is decent quality. I don't really need to. Let's raise the let's increase the exposure time and look at the moons. See if any of them show up. I think it's about 30-second lag now. There we go. And we'll go back to look at the surface. I think the Nikon is full 16 bits. So this is a zoom of a zoom. Because what I did with XSplit was I zoomed in on a particular area and enlarged it. XSplit is very sophisticated. It interpolates the pixels to maintain the resolution. And we see some of the festoons are fairly clear in this. I'm sure we could do better if I took the talk out to say f30 or f40, which is what I normally do on Jupiter. But I could probably go halfway in between. I could go to say f20 and do real well with this combination. What we can't do is what we do with Toaster, or we do with Attic. Let's go back to the Attic source. I see. Okay, that's the extreme view of the F2 system on Jupiter. We electronically zoomed in. I've got the speed up so we can see the moons. We can see that it'll catch up with you in a second. There's no way to get the speed low enough to resolve Jupiter at F2. You can also see the effects of seeing are worse with the larger diameter telescope than they are with the Takahashi. So we've got multiple sources to play with here. So that's the F2 view, and I'm going to go ahead and switch off of that. And bring back the other sources. I need to go live. Okay, and so add a source. Oh, we got a source. All right. So then what we'll do is go to 200%. And then we'll go to a zoom of this. And then we'll go back to this and say add a source. Screen capture. Add a source. Add a source. Screen capture. Nah. Don't care about that. That little guy out of there. Add a source. Screen capture. That's what I want to do. going to take it a second to catch up with me there, guys. Shoot. That's just me rolling around in here, guys. Check my white balance. I don't have any way to do it. Ah, crap. Yeah, let me see. Eh, crapola. Shit. No, it's not backyard Nikon. It's called Nikon Camera Control Pro. This is quite a balancing act, to broadcast this way. I'd be using the Infinity, but it's pointless because the moon is so darn bright that we can't see anything. So really, the only thing we can look at is Jupiter, and that's about it. And you got to wait for me to flail around there to get it back in the field of view. Yeah, let me get that out of the way. There it is. Screen capture. Is it hard to remove reducer? Not really, but it's it's I'm not sure the seeing justifies trying that first of all. And oh, look at that! Darn it! Why is it drifting? Why is it drifting down? That's it shouldn't be doing that. Let me see if I got planetary tracking on. No, it's okay now. Multiple overlapping out of sync audios there. I don't know about that. I mean, I wanted to do the attic tonight, but it's just too much moonlight. I'm not going to bother. Too much glare everywhere I look. It's ridiculous. Especially at f2. So, if I could put H alpha in there, then maybe we could do something with it. Then we'd be sitting around waiting forever. So, we'll enjoy a little bit more Jupiter, and then we'll call it quits. Boy, this is frustrating. Well, at least I got on and I broadcast something. And I put the Toa to work. She's been laying there for a couple of months not doing anything at all, so that's worth doing. Let me see. Thanks, Curtis. Let's just zoom in a little closer. Make it big and ugly. We can all enjoy the crappy source together. Well, in a minute, you'll get to see how crappy the seeing really is. Just give it 1 second. It'll catch up with you. It's going to knock your eyes out in a minute. With the sheer ugliness of it all. I don't see a lot of pixelation here. Now let's see if there's anything we can do with this. I don't think I'm on Google Hangouts. Good night, Bob. Thank you. Thanks for the advice. That looks like that improved the quality just a little bit. I did a bunch of stuff in Nikon to try to improve the quality. The planet seems to be drifting a bit. And I should be on planetary tracking, but apparently I'm not. Well, okay, this is our first Jupiter of the season. It's not a complete dog. It's somewhat nice. Oh God. Yeah, he's watching. He's watching the whole broadcast. That's what it is. I think we wore everybody out on the East Coast, except for George, who's indefatigable, cannot be worn out, a man of iron. Yeah, we're getting more detail now, in spite of the fast scintillation. So the slow scintillation has pretty much gone down, and now all we're left with is the very fast stuff. Let me raise the exposure a bit to brighten it up. There we go. What the hell? Yeah, that was us. That was the chat. That was the Google Hangout, George. And in Google Hangout, you can sort of do like Skype. It's not too bad, really. Up left. Here, I don't know. Let's find out. Let's see if there's anything up there. There's a couple of them in there, George. Right about there. What I like about split cam as opposed to XSplit is that split cam has adjustments, and I haven't found the adjustments in XSplit. Let me see if I can find those while we're doing this. What else do we have? Yeah, I don't have any way to edit the color or the anything or do any smoothing on the image or any of that. So that's something both XSplit and um, SplitCam lack is the ability to do some integration. If I could stack these images or integrate them or smooth them like I do with the other program. Oh, I wonder if the other program can see that. Just let me check. Let me see. Let me see if RoboRealm can pick this up. It looks like it might be able to. Oh boy. Oh, I can't trick it. Cannot trick it. Or maybe I can. I can't trick it. Yeah, I actually, Curtis, I did open clusters, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry about the lag. I was trying to bring some image processing to the fore, uh, but I couldn't um, pull it off because it was kind of a skyhook operation. So let me let me get recentered here. Just let me do add source. Make it big enough to cover all this. There we go. Anyway, I got a fantastic view using image processing in RoboRealm for myself. However, I couldn't share it with you because as soon as I tried to acquire RoboRealm as a source, it turned it off because it was kind of like a snake with a tail in its mouth. Oh yeah, we'll get Mars. It looks like it's going to be. Hopefully the seeing will settle down. I really wish you guys could see what I'm looking at, which has 10 frame integration and gamma and a bunch of other stuff in it, because it's pretty spectacular. It really brings out all the surface features on Jupiter, but I can't find a way to get it to you. It's the old two video processors in a row conundrum. Oops, just hit the I just hit the counterweight. So Jupiter should bounce for you there in a minute. There it goes. That's just old Mark banging into the counterweight, which is pointed right at him. Well, let's look at the moons again. Well, now we lost that. That's great. So frustrating and irritating. Screen capture. There you go, George. I made it disappear. All right, guys. I think I've had more joy with Jupiter than I can tolerate. Tomorrow night it's a full moon. What I will do though is go ahead and put the 4X power view on there, power mate, and we'll get lined up on Jupiter, and we'll try to look at it in reasonable resolution, assuming the sky still holds up. So after you hear those words, acknowledge, and then I'll go ahead and cut the chain here, and I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow night, full moon night. Oh, the Takahashi, George, the Toa 130. That's what you're using right now. You're using the Toa 130. Well, right now you shouldn't have any moon artifacts. Here, while we're about it. Okay. Very good, guys. I'm going to go ahead and try to kill the stream now. Channel settings. Where's the live streaming? Oh, video manager. There we go. Should be something that says where to kill it. I don't want to be back. I want to die. Damn it. It's a simple thing like just turn it off. shit. Where in the hell is the thing to turn it off? This is very irritating. Hey Curtis, if you know where it is, type in there and tell me where to look, because I can't find it. What the hell? There's got to be something to tell me to stop. Does that stop it? That just freezes it. Sheesh. This is maddening.